And welcome back to Take Action News with David Schuster, the executive producer. Daniel Marin's rounding out this hour in the host chair. Joining me now is Laurie Young. She's the outgoing director of aging policy for the Gay and Lesbian Task Force. Laurie, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Laurie, first, right off the bat, I want to ask, how did you react, how did you feel to hear that the Supreme Court had struck down the Defense of Marriage Act?
Well, I cried. I was married in California in the 4-month window in 2008, and actually on August 14th, the anniversary of Social Security, which is kind of interesting. But I was so relieved and had been so fearful from the day before with the Voting Rights Act decision that I wasn't sure if the court was going to do the right thing, and they did.
Well, congratulations, Laura, to you and your partner. Our heart goes out to you, and I'm so thankful that you are able now to be legally recognized by the federal government for these purposes. You mentioned that you originally got married on August 14th, which is, of course, the anniversary of Social Security this year, coming up on 78 from 1935. And as always, when I talk about Social Security, I have to disclose that I am the policy director of Social Security Works, an organization that is defending Social Security from cuts. I've got to ask, and for those that don't know, before the Defense of Marriage Act was struck down, there were tens of thousands, particularly children of same-sex couples, not protected and not entitled to Social Security survivors benefits, because even if the state had recognized their marriage, the federal government could not and would not. How does that change for them going forward?
Well, it changes in a lot of ways. If, in terms of parents who are legally married, the children, if there's a second parent adoption, will be able to qualify for survivor benefits if the parent passes away. It changes the relationship from one of being a legal stranger to being recognized by the federal government as a parent.
And that is such an important protection that does provide, because, of course, there are 4.4 million children who receive Social Security benefits every year in some capacity, whether it's because they're children of retired workers, disabled workers, adult disabled children, or the children of a primary breadwinner who has passed away. Laurie, you're obviously the outgoing director of aging policy for the Gay and Lesbian Task Force. Some people think, well, what does aging policy have to do with gay and lesbian couples? Tell us, are there unique challenges that these couples may face because they have not been a part of this federal system and our federal safety net for so long?
Absolutely. I mean, LGBT elders, as they're aging, have a host of health disparities which make them in a position to have to manage more chronic illness than other people who are aging in our culture. They have not been able to often have access to health care. They are often financially insecure because they have not been able to receive benefits under Social Security as spouses or survivors. So the handicap is, along with issues that come from aging and financial insecurity, because there are no federal protections from discrimination in employment in this country, we find that older LGBT people are more reliant on the Social Security benefits that they do get and on Medicare when they qualify for Medicare than the general population.
Well, Laurie, first of all, I wish you the best of luck. I believe it's retirement, is it not?
It's semi-retirement, it is.
Well, you can't retire an activist and policy wonk like Laurie Young that easily from the movement, am I right?
Absolutely.
And we will always appreciate your participation and support. And I'm hoping that we can make the chain CPI an LGBT issue, as you have already done so well with your leadership. But tell the president that if he really wants to support gay rights, he can't support that benefit cut, because as you point out, those benefits are too important to LGBT couples in particular.
Yes.
Laurie, thank you so much for joining us on Take Action News, and congratulations. We wish you the best in semi-retirement and now federally recognized marriage.
Thank you so much for having me on.
When Take Action News continues, we've got a great hour ahead with David Schuster takes back the mic.
Hey there, Matthew Filipovich here, host of the creatively titled Matthew Filipovich